So going to the backpacking event for the Cross the Divide, I had a lot of things on my mind as far as like going through depression. I was going through anxiety, worriness, and I don't know how to handle it. And so I decided to, hey, I need to be away and go up somewhere else and just be in peace. And I don't know what that is. So I said maybe hiking would help me out, or going backpacking. So I did. My wife was going through some cancer, and I was seeking for healing for her. And I don't know what those what source of healing that she needs, and it made me realize I was running away from something, and I don't know what the answer was for her. My son's going to college, and this is after retirement, and I don't know what I need to do. What's my purpose after my retirement? I just need something to get away and just figure out. And so I need to do some deep self-examination of myself. When I got to, when I went to the event, backpacking event, I realized it takes a lot of physical to get up there. I didn't realize that it was going to be long, but it was a 6-mile hike. When I made it there, it was beautiful. It was relaxing. It was very, you're away from everything. I feel like I was at peace. I was doing everything on my own. I had everything on my control, because nothing is controlling me. I felt that peace. I feel like I think I'm in control now. But then I realized, I said, okay, now that I'm here, what do I do next? What's the purpose? And of course, the backpacking had an event and talking about brokenness. When I start listening to people's brokenness and what they've been through and the challenges that they had, I start evaluating myself as well. Well, what's my brokenness? What do I need here? Why am I here? What's my brokenness? And I start realizing, I said, I think I know what it is. I think it's about my relationship with God. Everything else starts with God. During my time in the military career, it was always up and down. I could never find peace myself. I need to be in a right relationship with Him. So I decided to make a covenant. After the backpacking, I start reading Christian books, like the Rick Warren books, The Purpose-Driven Life, and I start reading Bible. I start searching on the internet about what it means, what the Bible verse means, and it got me so interesting on the Bible verses, and I was drawn to the Word of God. I told my wife about what I've been doing. I said, hey, just so you know, I've been reading Bible a lot. I've been reading this and this and this, and she kind of like started listening to what I had to say to her, and she got interested, and she wanted to know as well. So I start sharing my story about God and sharing the stories about the Bible, all this, and she got so interested about it, and ever since then we became so close to the Word of God, and we start figuring out, I say, well, we need to find a home church, and so we did too. We find a home church and we start going there. I'm in a better place now than I was before. I had to let go of some of my self-pride before. When I was in the military, I had to let go of all the things that depression, anxiety, and all that, because none of those matters to me. I start realizing none of those matters to me no more. What matters to me is my relationship with God, and that's what I did. When we found out that she had a cancer, I don't know who I need to turn to. And maybe that is the reason why maybe God was calling me during that time when I was doing my backpacking to start to say, Marco, it's time. Marco, it's time for you to have, to come to me. I need you to come to me and just say, I said, tell me everything. You come and seek me. And that was the beginning of a relationship. And ever since I start seeking Him, I start praying, I start reading the Bible more. And during my times with my wife, during her treatment and during her cancer treatment, God provided comfort. God provided peace that made me realize that this is real. This is how God works with us, within all of us. It's not about you anymore. It's about your relationship with God. He will continue to protect you and provide you the things that you need. And she was gotten drawn to it as well. That we start learning God together. We start learning the Bible together. We start having a Bible study in the morning every day. And that kind of turned our life around. No matter what the circumstances that Job been through, he kept praising God and kept continuing to love God no matter what it is. And I was reflecting to that, to my life, same as Job, that if Job can do this, why can't I do it? The same thing. I can't go back no more because God continued to bless me. God answered my prayers. And I said, well, this is about the relationship with God. That's all it is. That's what we need.